Hey everyone, Coach Stefan Rudolph coming to you straight from beautiful Valley Center, California, here in Southern California, San Diego County, and welcoming another magnificent day here. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful area of this life that we call our world, our fantastic opportunity to achieve happiness and success. And where I'm coming from today and what I'm going through and growing through in this new year in 2020 here is the area of fulfillment and adding growth and happiness to others out there, other lives out there, and being able to live every day to the fullest, being able to take it on full force and never give up, never give in. I brought this book up before. I got this at a local Staples about a year ago and just been jotting notes in it. It's actually a really good journal, Fuel Your Soul. And I'm going back on some of the notes that I had of ideas that I came up with, quotes, sayings, what inspired me that day. And I bring this to you for the reason of inspiring yourself. The first person that you have to inspire is yourself within, to motivate yourself, even when it comes to just getting out of bed in the morning. A lot of these videos that I put on here are for self-motivation, but at the same time, knowing what, maybe you've heard my story, what I've gone through and grown through with overcoming epilepsy, overcoming addiction, ending a crazy cycle of insanity where I was doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And that was leading to escapism, to drinking, to gambling, to everything and anything besides facing reality. So where I come from today for you, to do for you, to bring this word to you, is the message that I have within myself as I look at myself, and we both have this in two different entities, the conscious and the subconscious, the heart and the mind. Basically the mind running the show, the ego, the heart programming, having to program myself over and over for better results, not the insanity. I need to focus on growing myself. This is where I came up with the area of make the change, be the change, implement the change, and act on the change. I was on the fence for so many years, and when I say on the fence, you know, this area that we have in our life that is really focused on not knowing where we're going, but having to do what we do over and over, day in and day out. Say you're at the same job or you're going to school. This is an example I'd like to use right now because I'm helping a family friend out as he's choosing a new path in life. He graduates high school, he's going to college, he chooses a major, and then he is bombarded with stress and ends up dropping out in the first semester. And this is the biggest thing that he woke up to, was maybe it's not for him. Maybe what we're doing here and who we think we're supposed to be according to society's standards is not what we want to do. There's nothing with passion there. So my passion came later in life. I went through the same thing in college. I barely got into junior college. I barely got into college because I had a 1.7 GPA in high school. My 3.2 my sophomore year led to a 1.7 from partying, escapism, alcoholism, addiction, everything. And it blew up, and I barely got my act together and barely graduated high school. So I had to push forward and go to junior college and then graduate that and get on to regular college, to a university. When I did graduate, I had changed my major 3 times in 5 years, not knowing what path I wanted. I was always on the fence and listening to others. I was going to be an accounting major. I was going to be a computer science major. I was going to be, finally didn't know what I was going to be, listened to one of my instructors, and he said, one of my teachers, and he said, just do social science. Just get out there and be somebody, do something, get a degree. If you don't know what you're doing, social science is great. So I pushed forward on that. Now I told this family friend this area, and he's not really inspired by anything to do with the education part. He's inspired by doing what other people want him to do. They want him to graduate. They want him to go to college. They want him to graduate. They want him to achieve success. So I asked him, what is fulfillment for you? What is success for you? His answer was, he had none. That's the fence. That's being on the fence. On the fence is being able to understand which side I want to go. You're at a crossroad. Graduated high school and wants to go to college, but why does he want to go to college? Well, the reason he wants to go to college is because other people want him to go there. What do you want? Look within. You know, when I've said this before, Wayne Dyer, other people, Les Brown, one finger pointed out, 3 fingers pointed in. So a lot of the time, him and other people I know I blamed others in the past. I pointed the finger out, and I had 3 fingers pointed in. So I realized it wasn't the decisions that other people were making for me. It was me letting them make the decisions for me. It was my decision for them to decide what I wanted to do. Today we have to look from within, and I want to help him, I want to help you to be able to wake up and be able to understand that when we come to the fence, when we're on the fence, when we come to that fork in the road, that we have to be able to understand that there is opportunity out there, but we have to find it within. What are we passionate about? What are you passionate about? And don't be afraid of that. Don't be discouraged by it. Don't be humiliated by it. Be understanding that you are the person within you that you want to be outside of you. And the hardest part is the ego says, don't do that. These people are going to make fun of you. That doesn't work. This isn't what you're supposed to do. This is what you were told to do. And the reason I bring this up is because everything I had success in pharmaceutical sales, in financial success, everything from a 1.7 GPA to selling for one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in America, in the nation. And I was understanding like, well, I achieved success, but was I really happy? I said, no. This is not where I want. Financially is what I wanted, but physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I was lost. I was on the fence saying, why am I not happy? Why have I achieved all this success? So what I want you to do today is understanding through meditation, through awareness, through prayer, positive thinking, these areas that I call MAP, meditation and manifestation, awareness and attitude, prayer and or positive thinking, is to understand about manifesting this destiny, writing down your goals to ask yourself, ask up here, yourself, your heart, what am I passionate about? What do I want to do? What do I want to be when I grow up? Growing up, it could be, you get to 18, that 7-year shift, 25. Where do I want to be in 5 to 7 years? 25, 32, 39, going on and on. I was on the fence. I had to make a commitment, and once I made that commitment, the solution followed. Make a commitment and the solution will follow. Be able to live your life how you feel, excuse me, how you feel you want to live and how you feel you want to grow, what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about this area in life right now as I'm helping my ex-wife's family out in this area of Valley Center, coming up here after my ex-father-in-law, who was a good friend of 30 years, passed. And now I have this passion to help them and help family members and help people that have come back into my life from my sobriety, from my health and wellness, and be able to live life with them again, to be able to settle, to be able to subdue the ego, to say, that's what I used to be 5 to 7 years ago. That's what I wanted 14 years ago. That's what I was 21 years ago. Now I've woke up, and I want to connect with the younger crowd too, 18 to 25, even in your early 30s. You're shifting in life. There's always a shift going on, constant shift, and I call it the holy shift. Every 5 to 7 years, we wake up and we say, hey, this is not what I want to be doing, or I need to grow in this area. I need to expand. So always understand that there will be another fork in the road. There will be another area where you're on the fence and you want to make that decision. So just take that time to remember to breathe and turn the impatient to I'm patient. It's kind of worn out over the days, but the impossible to I'm possible, the impractical to I'm practical, and the imbalanced to I'm balanced. Take that breath, take that time, slow down. Even when I'm talking, I'm getting fired up. I feel I have to slow down and breathe and take in everything that we have in life. So it's not the negative that we want. The negative is the ego saying, I want this, I want that, I'm not happy now, or this happened in the past, I'm upset at this for this happening. This is a prime example, my divorce. I was upset 14 years ago, and I shifted into this double 7-year shift. Right now, 14, 15 years later, I'm working with the family to help them in every way possible. So open up your heart, open up your mind, and the Spirit will follow. The passion in you is within you. Find out what you want to do. Feel free to contact me today or anytime. Subscribe, like, and share on here for Coach Stefan Rudolph, coming to you straight from beautiful Valley Center, California, and wanting to give this day to you to have a blessed day, a blessed life, no matter where you are and what you're doing. Find out what you're passionate about and take it to the next level. Peace.